just a sec to make audio. And welcome, everyone. Oh no, what have you done? Your little screen got changed. Welcome to another episode of the Consensus Podcast with Lisa. And our special guest today that I need to fix is Maria
Okay.
from
Hello.
the Women from Cosmos Genesis Mint project out on the Stargaze launch pad. And
Yes.
I'm very, very excited to have her here. So we're going to talk a lot about all of that and everything that. Gosh, I'm literally changing the shape of your little window here as we're talking. Sorry. So Lisa, why don't you kind of
Hello.
take it for a sec while I work on this? And I don't know what
Sure.
else should
Yeah,
we.
absolutely. Um, so welcome to the podcast. We're excited to have you here. I know we were talking a little bit before you joined. Excited to hear about your journey, and I'm excited to kind of learn more about how you moved through your NFT project. And the first thing I want to do is just have you introduce yourself to the world, kind of tell us who you are. Um, and yeah, I would love for you to do that. So this is Maria.
Yes, hello everyone. So thank you so much for having me. First of all, I'm so excited to be here. Well, my name is Maria. I'm from Spain actually, but I'm living in Portugal. I am a one-on-one artist and illustrator. I've been working before on the NFTs like in other platform, but when I knew about Stargaze Marketplace, I was like, okay, that's my opportunity
Mm.
to bring a huge project there because I've been involved, let's say, in the Cosmos ecosystem. I absolutely love it. So it has to be there.
Absolutely, I'm with you on that
Um,
one.
yeah.
There we go.
um, and yes, I mean, it's been everything crazy if I have to say a word. Actually, the community support it's been huge. I wasn't expecting
Beautiful.
all of that,
Hmm.
but I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm really looking forward, to continue growing and bringing more things.
Good.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
It is very
Can you
exciting.
tell us real quick when did you get into NFTs and crypto? And maybe how
Okay.
did you get into it? Let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's gonna try to make it short. Well, actually,
That's
I
fine.
was actually I was working as a project manager in the event industry, so I've never studied art, but I've been drawing all my life, like since I have memory, to be honest, always. For me, art it's been always like a kind of therapy.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So when COVID arrived, obviously hit hard to my industry, events. I mean, come on. So, it's like the entire world stopped and I had the opportunity to think like, okay, what I want to do next, what I really want to, try to achieve. Um, um, I decided to go and follow what I've been always loving, which is drawing and, art, to go behind my passion. And since then, I've been like collaborating with different projects, working as an independent artist. And then, my partner is working in the crypto scene. So obviously I knew from NFTs from the beginning, but I didn't jump in till actually technically October, but I didn't started sharing anything since back November. So I'm pretty new actually,
Okay.
let's
Very neat.
say. Yeah, but yeah, that's my story, making it short. Let's
It's okay. We'll make it longer for you. We definitely have a lot of questions to ask today. And so you did briefly touch on this right there at the end. When so your boyfriend was already in crypto, and of course I do this to all of the people, friends that I have, whoever will let me. I'll try and bring them into the ecosystem of osmosis and all that, or we'll just take it simple, one step at a time, and just do a few things on Coinbase here and there, and we just ease people in. And I've really seen a lot of growth from everyone I got over there. to osmosis. So that is definitely one of the biggest places that I try and keep people. Let me see. I sent you a whole list of these questions, and it'd be great if I could even find them. So, you already said you're from Spain, which is fantastic. What did your boyfriend start you in with, just in general? How did you ease yourself into the crypto ecosystem in general?
Well, it was back in 2016, and I don't
Really?
remember where he. Yes, I don't
Okay.
remember where he knew about it. I mean, he knew about Bitcoin like super in the early stages, which seriously, I'm wishing now he was into that before because by now, I mean, but yeah, so he heard about that. He was really interesting of all the opportunities and all of these things about decentralize it and remove completely the control of the banks and the intermediaries, let's say. And from there, I think he started, like learning and really into that, and he started to invest and
Hmm.
also work as an advisor from there till nowadays.
Okay.
Very neat.
And obviously, he's being, because you have to be every day researching and learning new things, like maybe
Yep.
one coin was super top like 2 years ago. Now nobody knows about it.
Hmm.
So from all that, like getting and learning and researching every day, he knew about NFTs. And I'm really glad he pushed me to it
Yeah.
into that actually.
Awesome. What kind of NFTs was he working with at first? Was it all just Ethereum? I know it's been such a rush and onset of all these NFT capable chains coming at us over the last, honestly, 10 months, and not even the last year. It's just been since like March last year. I guess it is March now, so that will be a full year. But yeah, it really just all of a sudden we got all these different places. Have
Yes.
you guys minted any before then? You said you were kind of working with something else.
Yes, actually, yes. I remember one of our first NFTs was actually in Solana,
Oh, really?
and they were, yes, yes.
What
I don't know why actually,
which minting tool
but
did you guys use? Do you remember?
Solanart, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of working with them
Yes.
right there at the beginning too, and I haven't really touched back. I heard something about
So,
Candy Machine was kind of a big thing that was going
it,
around.
it is in the method.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays I don't know because I've not been following Solana NFTs
Yeah.
anymore. But it was the method, like you just go and meet and you won't know which NFTs you're minting till you're mint. So it will reveal after that.
Right.
Yes, we did the Soul Banks also. Oh my gosh, I don't remember the name of.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. Again, well, I don't remember, but if
That's
it
okay.
came to my mind, I will
That's
tell
okay.
you.
Um,
But yes, we'll start with Solana. I don't know why, actually. I
it's a
don't
good place to
remember,
start.
but well,
Yeah.
It's
yeah, I
early
mean,
proof of stake.
Especially back then,
yes.
it was cheap back then too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Solana
I
was,
mean,
I mean,
it was. It's
15
cheap a
bucks
year
at
ago.
that time.
Yeah, cheaper. Yeah.
I mean, coming from Ethereum, it's oh my gosh, it's just
Yeah,
crazy.
$100
Yes,
transaction fees on Ethereum. No, thank you.
minimum.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Was that
no, but yes,
like what was gas on Ethereum a significant factor in you deciding not to use it for your project?
absolutely yes.
Yeah. And
Yes, because I mean, as I told you, the big thing was I've been related to Cosmos ecosystem, and as soon as they release, a proper marketplace, I was going to go there.
mm-hmm.
So that was the main thing. But then also the fees because they are crazy. I mean, you cannot. I don't know. You cannot spend 100 yes for the gas and then plus the price of the NFTs.
Mhm. Yeah, it honestly
I think
for me it's not
it's
worth
not
it.
fair. No, it is not. I mean,
It's
there
a,
are.
yeah.
Yes, sorry.
I think it's a lot of people think of it as a fee that they have to overcome. If this is an asset and if they plan on ever selling it, it's a fee they have to overcome in the sales price. Like they have to overcome that. So yeah, I mean, it's tough. I totally get it.
Yeah. Well, and I just saw
Yeah,
Lisa was are you working on an Ethereum based NFT project right now, Lisa? Or is that did I read that wrong?
I have no, I've already, well, I've had a project in the past that I actually created and didn't really tell anybody about. That's the fun part.
I
I
think
just
that's what
did
I
it.
saw.
Yeah, I did it because I wanted to learn.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I had a hard time, continuing to develop in that ecosystem only because my passion started to go elsewhere. And so I didn't continue to form myself in on OpenSea, for example.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, cool. And then things started digressing pretty fast with the price of ETH. And then I started thinking, well, what am I doing? And it kind of like exactly what it sounds like your thought process, not maybe exactly, but the thought process of this isn't congruent to having a good relationship with my buyers. And if I want to sell anything to them, I think I should think about what that means for them. And yes, there's always going to be an ETH market for at least for a little bit, I think, because that's what created a lot of the adoption.
Yeah.
But I think people are going to really desire something different, just exactly like you're doing now. And what I love about what you're doing, by the way, just a side note, is that you're not just creating an NFT project, but you're doing so to bring adoption to NFTs and to Cosmos. You know what I mean? That is very cool to me. I'm a huge on adoption. I think you very intentionally laid out your plan for your NFT, and I just think that that's a very neat way to do it. So I just wanted to congratulate you on that.
Thank you so much. And yes, I completely agree. I mean, as I said, no, I've been selling art and I will continue selling pieces on OpenSea, for example. But, planning a big project and being a solo team, because it's just me and myself behind the project. Obviously, Ethereum, it wasn't an option at all. Yeah. If I wanted to start, with already a good welcoming to the buyers, as you said. So,
right.
But even though there are really cool projects there, because I'm a huge fan of a lot of.
You definitely have to have a significant capital at this point behind yourself to do anything on Ethereum, and that's just driving me bonkers. So I'm very much enjoying working with the tools and the team here at Stargaze. I mean, I literally just started last night and barely got my testnet wallet set up this morning. I didn't realize. Okay, I went and started on all this, and I didn't realize that they aren't really doing any kind of support for Windows people yet. So like I start getting in here and I'm like, type, command.
How do I get help?
Nothing worked.
Nothing.
I had to go through and figure out that Windows had blocked everything and how to shut that down and actually continue like a normal computer would. Yeah, it was driving me crazy. But let's keep going here. So tell us about the project a little bit more. What was your overarching goal right from the beginning of starting out, and why did you decide to do one of ones, unique and individual NFTs at such a small mint? I mean, 40 that's almost nothing for a mint of
I know
most collections, and I'm gonna be right there with you. My first mint's gonna be like 30 to 50. I like it. And I just how did all that work out for you?
Well, actually, first of all, I decided to do one-on-one because, as I said, I'm a one-on-one artist and I wanted to mix both worlds, like creating one-on-one art, but also give it a PFP look.
Okay.
So it can work together. And then, gosh, if I'm not dying. And then, well, basically the project is based on the idea that Women from Cosmos is coming to celebrate strong, unique, and empowered women. I'm trying to make us women seen not only on the NFT space but also in the crypto scenes, because seriously, like if you check the percentage, it's like a joke. We really need to rise up that. So I've always wanted to do something like to put my part of me on giving back to community, on helping other women, because and I know, Lisa, you will understand what I'm gonna about to say. Like, just for being a woman, I've been through really shitty situation that, we really have it really, really complicated, just because of the fact that we're a woman, not only in the business scene, but everywhere. So I wanted to do that. Well, the main collection is going to be 100 pieces, actually.
Okay.
The Genesis drop was, yes, the Genesis drop was 42, actually, but two of them, one was for a giveaway and the other one was a gift to Chain from Stargaze, as a thank you for creating the marketplace, because without you, it wouldn't be possible.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
He really is. He's super nice to work with.
Yes. And well, yes, I decided to do 100 pieces because actually, all my pieces, even if they have the similar look or base, let's say, created all of them one by one. And this means they require time. So obviously, if I'm not using any generative software or nothing, I couldn't achieve by myself 1,000. It wasn't impossible. Also with that, I'm giving the collection, the unique sense and exclusivity that there is a lot of work behind, there is quality in the pieces.
Absolutely.
So with that, I want to, different between the rest. But well, this is going to be the main collection. In the future, we'll see. Sky's the limit. But yes, I'm really excited because, maybe we talk about it later, but there is also utility behind every NFT. It's not just the art and just, to claim us, let's say, like a woman.
We will definitely ask you about that in a little bit here.
Very neat.
And so, just as you were saying, like, Lisa obviously knows your struggle as a creator, as a woman in the space. Did you look into what Lisa is doing with her platform?
I've seen your Twitter, but it's not that, it's pretty new, right?
It's new. It is
kind of yes. No, but new. I wanted to ask you to, because I'm here also to get to know you guys more about what you're doing and how how we can even collaborate in the future and make great things together. So now is your time.
Go for it, Lisa.
Oh, fun. Yeah, for what I've learned about myself through this process and kind of creating the community was that I love teaching people or being there when they learn and watching them learn. And it was originally started because when I looked around, I really didn't see a community that I fit into at all. Either it was very proper, meaning that was very business-like blockchain sort of stuff, or it was a lot of bro stuff. And then there were a lot of really great women, but I didn't see any groups. And maybe I missed it, but I just didn't see it. And I met another girl just by chance on Twitter, or pardon me, on TikTok. And her name is on TikTok, it's at blockchain.bitch. And which she has like many different fakers now. You know how it goes on TikTok. Like you have like once you like however 38,000 followers or whatever, you get like multiple fakers, but it's at blockchain.bitch. And she was amazing. Like when we met, it was just kind of like we met in a way that felt unique, and because we were both looking for something that we couldn't find, and then we were both like, we can't find it, and that's how it came to be. And I don't even know if I can even stand up and be the solver of this problem. I just know I wanted to help in any way that I possibly could. I will say, like you, when you say you're kind of one person, I know that she's had some trouble, so I've been kind of managing the community. So I've been doing my best, but we've been hosting like weekly learning sessions. And he's been coming in and being so supportive of the narrative of our discussion with all of these women, given that he's just like a man. I get to tap him in, you know, they're so great, but we have such wonderful discussions, and that's where I've learned my passion really is. And so I teach as many people as we want from my Discord community. Weekly, we have learning sessions. And so that's basically where we're at. But I totally I identify completely with what you're, you know, speaking about, and not really seeing yourself in this world, and trying to figure out how to define yourself in a world that you don't see yourself in. And that can be very hard. You almost have to create it. And that's exactly what you've done. That's kind of what we're trying to do. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like I fail at it. That's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, that is amazing that you would love to help a mission like this, because really I don't know what it is yet. I just know that I want to help. Yeah, I'm the same way as you know.
Yes, and that's amazing actually, because I can really relate with what you're saying. That's so cool. No, definitely I would love to join you and do great things together, because no, it's true. There is, you know, a really lack of information also, because let's be fair. I mean, if I'm talking about Cosmos or whatever with normies, let's say, everyone will look at me like,
it's true.
You know, like, have you just smoked a joint, or what the hell are you talking about?
Are you in the,
you know, exactly. It's like what?
Yes.
What? So it's not easy really to get into it. It's not you know, an easy process, let's say. So it is really important to have, you know, what you're doing.
Yep.
It's really cool.
Trust in the information you're getting, right? Because I'm sorry, but there's a lot of people out there that it's a money-making machine. So in some ways, if they can bring you into their money-making machine and make money off of you, well, they're going to do it, right? So what I wanted to do also was give them a place where they would never have to question whether the information they were getting was trustworthy. And then to feel safe and secure to go to the same place and ask questions if they need to ask. You know, what I will say, what I've learned through this as well is that women, we don't use the tools the way that the industry, NFT world, or the whatever, all these blockchain worlds use them. For example, Discord is very new to the demographic that I'm working with. A lot of these women have never touched Discord. They don't understand. It's not in their world. You know what I'm saying? And so what I've learned is that maybe I'm forcing them into a world that I shouldn't, but I don't know exactly what that means. And then you go, oh, well, Twitter Spaces has really come live, but then you know, Twitter Spaces has become a kind of a monster in and of itself, from what I've learned. You know, either it's not working, or people don't feel safe in those spaces. So I don't know the answer, but I just know that women need a place to at least start from, and that's what we hope to provide.
Yes, exactly. 100%. I mean, I think the important thing here is you know, like me, we're starting. We have, you know, the passion, we have the ideas, and everything will come. At least I want to think about that.
I mean, it's happening right now. You're doing it. I mean, you already made
we're
it.
Doing it.
You sold out your first mint, so that's a big achievement all on its own. In such a tiny community too. If you start looking at the rest of the, you know, NFT world out there, like, most people don't even know that Stargaze exists. I mean, and I can say
oh my gosh, not at all. I mean, I'm sharing everything on my personal Twitter, and obviously the majority of my friends there are coming from Ethereum Foundation, I mean, from OpenSea Foundation and so on. And I'm sure that every time I'm saying something about the Stargaze, it's like, what
are you
or even the hashtag?
That's actually a really great transition. So treat me like I don't know anything. Tell me why Stargaze is important to you, and why do you think it's going to be important to the greater mass of people that are out there? Because obviously the adoption is important. So talk to me about that.
Well, first of all, I will say community. And I know that everyone will say the same, but seriously, I've been in different platforms, and I can really talk about the difference between one and another. Just coming from the fact that nowadays that obviously Stargaze is, you know, building, for launching the community, you need coding knowledge. I have zero coding knowledge.
I'm right there with you.
I've been helped. yeah, I've been helped by one of the guys from Stargaze. Yes, because he wanted to help. I've received a huge amount of support from community, from people that they didn't even know me before, which is crazy, to be honest. I don't know if you
That
can
is,
hear me.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fixing something. I
Absolutely.
can.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I
So
absolutely can hear you.
yes, and also because it's not even ready. Well, ready. It's not even launched in the marketplace because what
No.
we're doing now, they are the launch pad. So not even launched the marketplace as is being already top in the Cosmos ecosystem. How they grow like was insane. I think it's gonna be huge. There are gonna be a lot of opportunities. They're even planning to try to see how to also stake NFTs, which
Oh,
is
I'm looking
gonna be
forward to that.
first time doing that.
Yes.
So there are a lot of ideas behind a lot of people and really a strong community.
Absolutely. Um, what was I gonna say in regards to the whole thing? We got distracted. There's a thing going on
I
with
distracted them. Yeah.
the no, it wasn't just you.
Yeah,
The meeting itself is telling me it's trying to end. I don't know if it's gonna automatically close our call. If it
It will.
does, I'll just reopen it.
I don't know what
And
you're guessing. It's gonna.
yeah, I think it might. We normally we start at 10:30 every day, and we go longer than that, don't we? It's never tried to shut us off
I don't know if
before.
this is a new thing, but yeah, you only get free for an hour with Google now, apparently. So,
Well, then I'll just
oh no,
start
I've
it
sat in
and
Google chats for hours and hours.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. But anyway, so if that happens, just rejoin the call quickly, and we'll keep going. Um, but so how working with the Cosmos ecosystem and its very involved community, but very small. How has that kind of helped or hindered? I know that just getting information directly from Shane Stargaze, the guy who's writing out the whole platform, super
mm,
helpful, and I'm making use of that as
yeah.
well. Um, but being that small, how has it hindered? Were you worried that you weren't going to sell out, or did you just you believed in it and you got there?
well, to be honest, the day before the launching, I was desperate. My God, I was desperate because the feeling that I was feeling useless. Because we
Mm,
were having problem with the Kepler integration.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I couldn't do anything because I don't have the knowledge.
Same.
um I was feeling like, oh my gosh, I would love to help, but I cannot do anything. So, and Dev was telling me, don't worry, relax, and so on. I was like, I won't be able to relax. I won't be able to breathe till we have everything solved. But
That's why I didn't
no, I
apply
mean,
for
you did
Genesis.
it though.
I wasn't
yes.
willing to go
Oh
through
my
all
gosh.
that.
Seriously, no, but then after everything, it was really nice. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, I've
I
never
believe
been
it.
worried about selling out because it wasn't my aim, let's say. I just wanted to create this project and just seeing myself to go to the Genesis creator just was a
Mm-hmm.
win, actually,
No, it was
because I
huge.
So neat.
I didn't have any contacts, let's say, so I was just being myself and my collection. So just seeing all the people supporting and really interesting on it, it was so cool. So
Right.
just with that, I was already happy.
Very
And
neat.
then obviously the craziness happened and
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
so cool, so cool. Yes, I
So
was
cool.
That's
like,
good.
what?
I'm
That's
still
so neat.
torn as to whether or not I feel like minting off the Launchpad platform or integrating it directly into my own website and doing it like a lot of the Ethereum people do. But
Hmm.
we'll see. I think I might kind of do a blend of the two, and I may talk to you about how all that goes and whatnot at some point. But um,
But are you already in the Discord?
I'm
Like
already in the
with
Discord.
your
Yeah,
project?
I'm Captain Waffles in Discord. If anybody is seeing me post things in chat there, um, Captain
No, but
Waffles.
I mean, like, have you presented your project or something?
I have. So I was one of the first people that applied for the Launchpad a couple months ago when he first kind of
Mm-hmm.
announced it. So I got pretty early access there, and um, I just put in my application for using the actual Launchpad, like you just did. So we'll see if they put me through that. But I've honestly I've been holding back all of my my assets and everything and announcements until there was more built. If you notice in the last like 4 or 5 days, all of a sudden it's just this flood of like all of a sudden there's a website, all of a sudden I've got a channel, a Discord, a bunch of posts on my Twitter and LinkedIn and here and blah blah. And so yeah, I didn't want to come in and start with kind of a half-assed project, half built, not ready to go, and I'm just all of a sudden like, all right, let's do this. It's time. So I'm getting
No, I
after
think
it.
it's the perfect way to do it.
Yeah.
Like when you have everything built and you started growing the community before you launch the project and so on. This is the proper way. No,
Yeah.
just go and jump into the pool as I did. But well,
Right.
you can learn from that.
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
But enough about me. So what are some of the now that you have sold out, what are some personal goals that you have? And what are your goals moving forward with the project itself?
Well, personal goals, actually, I really want to see the project growing because, as I was saying, I didn't create it just to go and say sold out and that's it. No, I have a goal behind, which is to give back to community and to really help other women in their career and so on. So my personal goal it will be to see Women from Cosmos continue growing and like really really do great. I think. I mean, maybe it's not good that I'm saying it, but I think the project has the quality, not only also the art and the potential to really go really far. So let's see. So that will be my personal goal. And then, well, next I'm preparing the next drop. I'm really excited. I think 2 days after the sold out, I started already working, even if I was with my friend COVID. But I'm really into this project, so I just, every time I have time, and even if I don't, I just start drawing it. So also, I don't know if you're aware, but Women from Cosmos have different races. In the Genesis drop, we launched the Cyberpunk and the humans. And in this next drop, yes, will come the alphas, which are elves of lights or dark elves. We have also the guardians, we have the goddesses. So we have different races, different stories behind them.
Very cool.
Also, every piece, every woman has her own story behind. And also with this next drop, which will allow me to start the core behind this project, which is the Women from Cosmos Give Back Initiative. And this consists after sold out the next drop, I will create a community wallet in where, I will keep a percentage of the sales. We will purchase, different NFTs from another female projects, another female one-on-one artists. So we can support them. And then that NFTs will be raffled between all holders. So, it's like an endless circles of, giving back and having back things in return and so on. Also, I'm planning to open the website, which is being prepared. Also, I would love to do, my gosh, my voice is leaving me. I'm also preparing and thinking about opening a merchant shop just for holders. And I have a lot of ideas, but I don't want to talk about it till they are ready to go. But let's say I have a lot of ideas behind to continue, making good and do great, which that's why I'm really excited about.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Very neat.
I do have more. If you have anything to ask, Lisa, feel free. It looks like
no, I'm just worried it's going to drop off and then it's not
yes, I'm the same. I'm just trying to speak so fast, like, gosh, it's ending.
Right. I'm so worried about that because I'm worried that we're not going to be able to access the same link, to be honest with you.
No, we probably won't. And let me just set up for that real quick so that I can kind of give us a seamless transition here. Oh. Give me just a moment, everyone. Looks like we're having an issue with Google Meets, which is why start a meeting. We are having that issue. So, I'm gonna do this real quick. Intermission time. Pew. Messages. And fixing things is fun. Ah, it's all right. We have a little intermission screen up right now, so they can hear us, but they cannot see us. That's right, everyone. You can't hear us or see us. No, wait. JK. My stream is still up, and they can see me. They can hear me. I do have a little intermission screen popped up, so that everyone knows that we're just kind of in between right now. So we're just waiting for Lisa. I shot her a message with the new link. Hopefully she got it. Sometimes I have to send her things, and me and Lisa have a weird communication channel where it's like half it's LinkedIn, half it's Discord. Some of it's just it's all over the place, and it drives me bonkers. But you know it. Yeah, it's totally fine. So I'll explain this to you a little bit while we are waiting for her. So when was the last time you did a live stream for yourself? Okay. So I poked around a bunch of the other communities and found the Alpha, which is a fairly large crypto channel. It's like 5 or 6 guys. They kind of just hang out all day and cycle who is on screen, 3 or 4 of them at a time, and they'll answer whatever crypto questions. And they use a product called CoinKit, which is integrated directly into my chat. So if you see the chat there, I posted in the Twitch channel. So what you can do in Twitch, it doesn't work for the YouTube channel, is you can use commands like $! Balance, and it will tell you, and if you see in chat there, it shows that I've got $0.2 Solana in that little wallet. So I actually have the ability to share tips and just hand out crypto throughout the episodes or anytime people are in the chat. And just by being in the chat, people actually already have the wallet, because when I send something out, CoinKit has a wallet set up that you can then later go through and link directly to your Discord or your Twitter or your Twitch chat, and you can take that actual crypto and take it off the wallet and put it in whatever wallet you like. And so that's something I'll do here towards the end of the show. And let me see if I can get Lisa back on. Lisa, come back! If not, we'll proceed without her, although I may have to fiddle with things just to make you fit into a 2-person screen. Let's see if that works. Go this. You are hanging out in her window. That pretty much works. Yeah. Cool. So we can chat without her for a bit. So I do have a few more questions for you about your project, and things about not your project. So I did tell you we were gonna talk a little bit about other stories. And so what is a project that maybe isn't in Cosmos, doesn't have to be one of our NFT projects or anything like that, but it can be. What's another project or something throughout the entire cryptoverse that you're really excited about?
If we're talking about NFTs, well, I mean, I'm so excited about every piece that my colleagues of one-on-one art they are creating because I really think I'm saying this. I really think a next step on NFTs is to support one-on-one artists,
Mm-hmm.
not only projects. Because like when supporting them, you're not just buying an NFT, you're supporting a career behind.
Yeah.
You will be, totally sure that they won't disappear after just selling everything.
Right.
But
Which is
actually, I'm
always
really
concern.
excited about, yes, and a lot of people did that.
Yep.
Even in Solana, that we were talking about Solana before, a few projects did so.
Yeah. One of my projects
Um,
did that as well. We've all seen a rug.
aha,
But
fantastic. Yes, yes, I know the feeling also. So, but for example, now they're coming the World of Women Galaxy, I think, another drop from them, but I'm really excited. I mean, I'm assuming that I'm not gonna get any, pre-allocation or anything because it's being impossible. I
mm-hmm.
mean, I've been trying to reach them out, but it's like trying to, reach, I
Yeah.
don't know, a
We're all pretty
celebrity.
guarded. Especially around
Yes,
the crypto space, and everyone's trying to make an NFT project, and we all get those messages 5 times a day of check out this new
exactly.
project, and you don't want to be shilled all the
So,
time. You,
no,
it's
so
so hard. Spaces are the best
yes,
way,
yes,
honestly. That's where I found the easiest way to connect with folks that you don't know, project, people running those projects that you haven't actually met or communicated with.
100%.
Um,
Yes, because seriously, guys, DMs, we receive, I don't know how many I
so
receive
many.
per day is crazy, and a lot of them they are scam. A lot of them they even go through your normal, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
inbox. So I do love spaces also, to be
Yeah.
honest. I've been hanging out like before preparing the last Genesis drop a
Yeah.
lot,
What's one of your
both
favorite
in
spaces that you visited that happens recurring?
well, there is one that they are doing the founders of Rebel Society. I don't know if you know the project. It is in Ethereum. That one is really cool. Also, other spaces that they are hosted by females, and they are cozy spaces because you go there, you at the end you know each other, so it's really cool. And also Spanish spaces.
Oh,
There are a lot.
of course.
And when I can, I join. I mean, there are a lot of Latin Americans one,
Mm-hmm.
which is a bit sad because the timing is not the same at all. But
Yep.
when I can, I'm joining also.
Nice. Nice. Very
Yes.
exciting. Um, real quick. So I'm just gonna kind of pull up a story. You won't be visible for a sec. One of the stories that I actually was very excited to talk about today. Let's see. Let's see. Is this the right one? Hottest token in the Cosmos ecosystem. So it looks like we're getting a little bit of coverage from one of the news outlets. So this is through Bankless. If you aren't familiar with Bankless, they do a bunch of pretty good videos here and there and articles. They of course call out Cosmos as the number one to keep an eye on. Osmosis, which I would consider a number one. Like that's one of the most exciting tokens to me. There's just, and you were talking about it earlier. It's such an inclusive model in general where people like you and I can go out there and we could build our own chain, and because it's all permissionless, so long as you write out your code the right way, it'll get listed on the Osmosis marketplace. I think that's a huge deal,
Hmm.
and reason why people like you and I are able to get such a good startup here. um, Brings us down to number three, which is Juno, and I'll come back to you for this one. So total market cap right now is 1.4 billion. Fully diluted value is 5.6 billion, which is pretty impressive. So there's some stats on it, including that stake drop, which is what everybody is talking about. So we've all been kind of paying attention to it. And what do you think is going to be going down here with this whole CCN Whale situation? The face says it all.
It's so tricky because I mean, actually, of course, being involved, you are, let's say, you agree of what they done because obviously, it is more fair to you. But then if you go and you put under his shoes, it's like, this is fair and this is gonna happen because at the end it's not decentralized. So
Right.
how comfortable do you feel about, if they do something similar, let's say in the future or whatever? I don't know. It's so tricky. I
Yeah.
don't know how everything is gonna be actually.
Right.
And I don't know, how do you feel, like, no, seriously, how do you feel about what they've done? Like
From which
talking about,
side?
yeah,
From both sides, yeah. I mean, you're right. On the one hand, do you want our network capable of just taking coins from any given wallet?
exactly.
That's something to be considered here. But we all know at the same time they weren't supposed to get that airdrop, and they've profited off it just in a huge way. Um, Totally. I mean, devaluing what we're trying to build here. Can you imagine, how much more valuable that token would be right now if, we didn't have an extra 50,000 tokens floating around right now? Like,
Yeah.
it, it drives me crazy. And watching back and forth, even between just their own community, people within CCN, it's like five or
Mm,
six people, they're all fighting between each other now because,
my
somebody
gosh.
screwed up.
And oh my gosh, what is the name? Um, they were saying like, like, if will reach this price next year, I'm gonna pay whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
guys, are we in high school again? I don't know.
Yeah. It's crazy, but
It's crazy. It's
oh
like,
well.
I don't know. It's kind of a ego fighting, let's say. I don't know. It feels like we are in high school again, but I don't know. How it's gonna be because, of course, it's better for us
Mm-hmm.
what they've done, but then, as I say, they can do so. So who knows?
Yeah.
No, in the
Yeah. Well,
future,
and
it's not
I
that.
think to even be able to perform the action, which the community did vote to claw back the tokens, but to even be able to
Hmm,
perform the action, they have to do an update to the network, and of course, all the validators have to update and perform those actions within their own servers and whatnot. So uh, I'm scared it might end in a fork where kind of like they did with Ethereum Classic to make all this happen. Whether it's going to be a hard fork or a soft fork, I don't know, but yeah, it's a big deal, and I'm kind of sitting on the edge, like I don't know, man. So we will see. We will see.
yeah.
Let's move on just a little and talk about a couple other things. What was the other thing I was? So you're closer to all this than we are. The whole Ukraine situation. How do you feel the impact of Ukraine and Russia has been on crypto in general? Um, we're seeing people start to actually purchase, as Russians try to use Bitcoin to purchase oil. Ukraine is benefiting very significantly off the fact that they can hold value from it. What have you been hearing or seeing out in that part of the world about it?
Well, even before this crazy situation was, let's say, official, we saw Bitcoin how the price decreased like crazy
Mm-hmm.
days before, and then everything started. Obviously, everything that happened will affect cryptos because it is how it is
Yeah.
actually. But from what I've been seeing, for example, is more related to NFTs also. And what I've seen is how people came together. There've been a lot of artists preparing pieces and raises funds to just support Ukraine and also to support Ukrainian artists. There are a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people which been asking like who are the Ukrainian artists? We're gonna go and buy all their stuff and so on. So in that sense, it's like we're always depending on whatever news because it's the fragility, let's say, of
Yeah.
the crypto, but also th- we could really do something, let's say.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna end up. I don't know how all the prices will go at
Yeah.
the end, because at the end they are one or two or three
Excuse me.
leading everything.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I don't know. It's so crazy. Like seriously, it's
it
like
really is.
it's like what is going on? Like 2 years ago, COVID, then and the variant, then the war. It's like, are we living on a video game, or what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
But of course, I mean, crypto will always be, like depending on whatever is happening. But it is the
Excuse me.
disadvantage, let's say. But there are a lot of advantages that at the end it's worth it. So here we are, no, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a bit of an allergy attack. Excuse me.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't die, please.
Uh, yeah, this actually happens quite a bit, but it's been a few days since I had one. Um, so one more thing we might as well chat about real quick. What was it? What was it? I think that is actually it. Are you looking? Are you going to plan on using any of the staking features on Stargaze?
Well, first of all, I would love to see how they're gonna, implement it
Yeah.
actually on the NFTs and so on. But at the end, all the NFTs in the Stargaze will have that feature. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of
Yeah.
course, if I can use it and so on, I will implement it. I don't
Okay.
know how they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I think they were thinking about like, I don't know, if you stake your NFTs, you will have this and that, which is already kind of what I'm doing. Like, if you're a holder, you have this and that advantages and so on. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be more or less the same.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know. We'll see.
you
We'll
you
see.
did vaguely mention some benefits of holding yours. Is that something you wanted to go further into and tell us about, or are you trying to save that for later announcement?
No, yes, I mean, well, basically, all the holders will have different advantages like voting rights, exclusive raffles between them, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of exciting things that are coming, as I said.
Yeah.
But also, for example, for the main core, like the Women from Cosmos Give Back initiative,
Yeah.
the project that we will support, holders will vote for that, holders will benefit from that NFTs,
Yeah.
and all the steps that we are doing and we will, taking forward, they're gonna come from them because I mean, if you go to my Discord, you will see that every step I did, I'm always asking the community,
Yeah.
because at the end, this project is built between everyone, or at least is what I want to believe. Even the art. I mean, I have a suggestion channel in where
Oh,
I'm
really?
asking everyone, like, yes, what do you want to see, blah blah. And so I've been drawing different pieces
Mm-hmm.
already, which what they asked me for. So
Nice.
it's like we're building everything together, which is really important for me. Community is key,
Yeah.
and that's why I really want this to grow to be more. Yes, like you buy the NFT and so on. No, I want to really create a nice community and family in where you
Absolutely.
can go and hang out and so on.
Yeah. I'm
But we'll
I'm
see. We'll see.
100% trying to do something very similar, and I really appreciate what you're trying to do there. Um, so I think we should probably call it coming up on an hour here. Is there
Yeah.
anything else you would like to tell the community, people that might be watching? Anything about your project or just crypto in general? Little parting thoughts?
Well, no, just wanted to tell everyone that if you want to know about what Women from Cosmos is, the inspiration and the values behind, just go and join our Discord because there you will have everything, even the updates, every news, every new giveaways, and all the information about the new drop. We're coming with a new drop, hopefully soon.
Awesome.
I'm waiting
Do
for
we get a
Stargaze.
potential date for that?
Not yet. I'm waiting for Stargaze
Okay.
to tell me the go ahead.
Okay.
But
Absolutely.
yeah. So if you are there, you will be the first one to
Awesome.
know.
And I will make sure to post some links in the descriptions on both videos here on Twitch and YouTube so that everybody can find your Twitter and your Discord channel and stuff. You have any plans of putting a website up?
Yes, yes. Actually, yes. It is one of the things that I've been preparing.
Okay.
It's coming soon.
Yeah.
But as I say, solo team. Hello.
Yeah, me
No,
too.
but yes, you know what I'm saying. So it's coming,
Yeah.
and yes, telling everyone to come here, hang out with us,
Yeah.
to make this project grow together.
Awesome. Well, that sounds super fun. I think that's probably about it for today. If you guys haven't checked out either of our pages, Maria's page is the Women from Cosmos on Twitter, and I'll post that link. My own is you can find me at timecrashnft.com. I did a bunch of very big updates this week, including moving away from my temp site, getting my actual hosting going on. I'm still trying to get linked through my IPFS unstoppable domain. So at some point, I don't make any guarantees here, but at some point we'll be able to go timecrash.nft as the primary site that we're working with. But that I do have that domain already. I just don't know what to do with it because you're looking at the whole team.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you anyone and everyone who has joined. I am actually going to go ahead and do a little surprise here and rain out just a little bit of crypto to looks like it'll probably be the top 10 people who have been in the chat recently. So we do exclamation point rain point one. Let's see if that works. Amount is not a number. I have to add a zero in there. Exclamation point rain 0.1, and that should pop out. Let's see if it works. Yes, no, maybe. Yes, maybe. It'll either do it or it won't. Closing up the stream won't change that. But congratulations, anybody who got that. It will at you in the chat. I'll leave the chat open until it resolves itself. But I think that's it for today. So thank you so much for joining us. Sorry we couldn't get Lisa back. I'll try and make sure you two get connected. And
Yes,
I
and
really
thank you so
appreciate.
much for having me.
Yeah.
It was really nice, really nice.
Absolutely. So we will absolutely try and have you back later when you do more stuff. And thank you
Yes.
again. Have a good
Okay.
day, everyone.
You
Bye.